Good morning, dear students. Welcome back to your English grammar class. Today we are going to do story writing. We love to hear stories, and some of us write beautiful stories. We use imagination, we use the historic events, we use events from our daily life to weave beautiful stories. But what is the art of story writing? Since prehistoric times, when tales were told around fires and painted on cave walls, stories have been an essential part of our human experience. But what exactly is a story, and how can you write a great one? A story is simply a tale of events that are linked by cause and effect. It can be true or it can be a work of fiction. We expect stories to have a beginning, a middle, and an end. They involve at least two characters and some events take place. Now, stories are made up of a few important constituents. Let us see what these constituents are. Stories are made up of plot, characters, dialogue, details, language, and suspense. Let us study all these constituents one by one. Let's begin with plot. Plot is the central structure of the story, the central idea which we take in a story, the who, the why, and the what of the story. It also includes the story outline. Next is details. By details, we mean the particulars and the facts required to flesh out the plot. When we are talking about the who, the why, and the what in the story, when we give details to the who, the why, and the what, it makes the story better. The next constituent is characters. Characterization is very, very important. There should be some characters in a story to make it relatable. In characterization, the creation of imaginary characters who appear to be real to the reader, the writer gives information about the characters in the story. Next constituent is dialogues. A dialogue between the characters makes a story relatable and rescues it from seeming drab or boring. Dialogue makes a story more interesting. It can reveal what a character thinks or feels. It also shows what a character is like. It shows the personality of the character. The next constituent is language and expression. They play an important part in making the story readable and attractive. There's a saying, paint a picture by words. A writer has to do exactly that. Using expressions and words that are useful to build a mental picture of what the writer wants to describe talks about language and expression. Last but not the least comes suspense. What is suspense? Suspense is the uncertainty or anxiety you feel about what will happen next in a story. Suspense makes a story exciting. Suspense makes you want to read more to find out what will happen. There should be something in the story that makes the reader want to read on to find out what is to happen next, and that is what suspense is all about. Using all these constituents, a good writer makes up a brilliant story.